What up? Welcome back, folks, friends, Monsketeers of all ages. That was the old logo. It's not what it looks like anymore. Hey, little touch of our life here. Got to take the boys down to OB, the beach I spent my youth on. Spent my most formidable years going to. That is Ocean Beach in San Diego, California. And let me tell you, there are few sights as beautiful to me. This will always be the most at home feeling for my soul. It's just chilling on this beach. And what a day. What a day to be there. Not a soul to be seen. So clearly it was still wintry when we were there. Not really winter, kind of springish. I mean, warm enough to get wet, but these my children had not experienced the Pacific Ocean before. So those two little wieners, they they were just frozen to death by just, just a little spattering of salt water. Because for those of you who know, you know, the Pacific Ocean's not warm. It's cold. Just the way we like it. But anyhow, it was very heartwarming to be able to show this to my family. Bane had been there before when he was like 1. So zero memory of that for him. So this is his first trip here that he could remember. This was also that guy's first time in California, period, as well as my wife's. So, you know, I guess the same goes for Bane. It wasn't his first time in California, but the first time he could remember. And I don't know. I wish we had done more of a beach day. This was kind of like an impromptu, hey, we're down here. Look how nice it looks. There's no one around. Because let me tell you, I don't know. Now that I think about it, like a crowded San Diego beach day, especially down in OB, it can be overwhelming, you know? So for a first time experience, you can't beat, it being this serene, right? I think I'm saying too much, you know? Yeah. Again, we were clearly not anticipating stopping at the beach because Bane is in long pants. I don't know. I don't know what we were going to do that day. What did we end up doing this day? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Drip castle. Look at that. You ever make a drip castle before? It was, to my surprise, I don't know, maybe not. I mean, these people grew up in Tennessee, so this isn't really something you have the opportunity to learn in Tennessee. And then when they vacation to beaches, it's always like Florida or the Gulf, you know? And it's not the same. I argue that the sand texture is not the same on the east and west coast. Like that's a hill I'm willing to die on. You know? Maybe it's just psychosomatic and I'm making it up in my head, but I'm telling you, it's not the same. I don't feel like you could do this in Florida. Can you do this? Do you people make drip castles in Florida? I feel like they would have. Or down in the Gulf. Do you people down there make drip castles? I don't know. Tell me. Tell me. Uh, perfect, like, perfect experience for doing this. Like, just digging holes, getting muddy. Just no one around. Just nothing but a giant sand canvas. Not that you really need that much space, but again, I don't know. There's something that I'm remembering back on now, of just how unique of an experience this is for them, because this is the only experience they really have. They didn't really. We did get to see some chaos over in Mission Beach on this same trip, so they definitely saw how crowded a beach can be. So yeah, looking back at this now, I'm actually very grateful for this scenario, I guess, for their first experience of a special place from my youth. And tide pools. I keep sounding so judgy saying these people had no clue what tide pools were, but they're Tennesseans, man. This was like visiting another planet for them. I mean, I say that clearly jokingly, but have you been to Nashville? It's not like this. Nashville and OB are two completely different, like, universal vibrations. So yeah, maybe that joke is it's an appropriate metaphor. Is it a metaphor? That's not the correct word. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And look at that. Bane is usually somebody who's kind of like grossed out by things. I don't know if it's like touching things like that. He's grossed out by different foods. But I was kind of shocked, just like he and Rylan, how naturally they took to playing with those giant bulbs of kelp. Oh yeah, this isn't OB, but look, this is a little behind the scenes from our family photos. Those are hanging in our home, and most of you will never see that. Mind your business. I don't know if we ever posted those photos anywhere, like on Instagram or something. We should have. The photographer did a very wonderful job. In one of the photos, Maverick has his foot in Bane's ear. And then in another photo, you can see Bane holding his foot to keep it from going back into the side of his face. Anyway, later.